Miss BBW on like the back part of my
Real
thigh.
hot, and you look back and you're like,
That wasn't it.
yikes, that wasn't.
Recently had a child, so Mill finally.
And I smeared it on Tori, and it looked like I smeared shit. You actually are the first internationally published plus size porn star.
And I'm smearing Nutella, peanut butter.
I'll get back on the pole.
I'm not going to find my boyfriend on a sugar daddy website. Yeah.
Then the 100 man gangbang.
So my uncle subscribed and I had no idea it was him.
Yeah, I love multiple people.
No, I wanted him to be my cream pie scene.
I didn't know I had to get naked.
We just go together after we kiss all night in some nightclub.
Hey guys, welcome back to The Naked Truth. If you don't know already, I am Crystal and this is the beautiful Tori.
Hi.
And today we have the fabulous Little Miss BBW with us.
Hi all.
Thank you so much for taking your time out of what I'm pretty sure is a very, very hectic schedule this weekend to come and sit down and chat with us.
Thank you for having me. It's definitely an honor to be sitting in the presence of beauty, especially here at SXHIBITION.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Hey, we talk a lot of shit sometimes, but it's the truth.
No, I love that. So give us a little rundown first of how SXHIBITION has been for you.
SXHIBITION, because it's just their opening act. Originally it was Sex, but we won't go there. But SXHIBITION, there's a lot more class.
Yeah?
There's a lot more consent with touching people, a lot more respect. Music is a bit lower, so it's really, really nice environment. When it comes to intoxicity, we aren't seeing so many people come out stumbling like we used to in Sexpo. And the vendors, there's a variety. We have spa people.
Yeah, there really is.
There's lots of different vendors here. It is so intriguing.
It actually is. I think when we did the walkthrough, we saw the kitchen people. I was like, never thought I'd be selecting my kitchen at a Sexpo, but here we are. Do you know what I mean?
Hey,
That's great.
From a Sexpo's point of view or SXHIBITION's point of
SXHIBITION.
view, nailed it.
I love
How many
it.
people want to start porn on their kitchen? It is a common household area.
I didn't think about that at all.
Come on, I'm guilty for it. Females don't want to say it. All men, they'll be honest. We are guilty for having sex on that table just to christen it, especially if we own that home.
Yes. I was going to say, to be fair, there's so many professional photos I've had in kitchens. It's sort of that idea.
And it can even be PJ, just baking.
But you even book certain Airbnbs for the kitchen. You're like, this photos are going to be great there, videos.
A lot of the time, the kitchen is the mainly used area in any shoot. And it doesn't matter. It can be like a little bit of flour here, there's some pastry there, or even just the camera or the drinks on the bench. It's just there.
I tell you what, we actually had this like fantasy shoot where we're like, we're going to do a shoot together and it's going to be hot. We're going to make cake mixture and stuff like that. And we'll make a cake and we'll pour milk on ourselves. It was the worst shoot
Ever.
I was making a cake. There's like 6 girls chaotically not knowing what to do, cracking eggs. And I stupidly was like, chocolate cake is what I went for. Now that this will be hot. And I smeared it on Tori. And it looked like I smeared shit across it. And I was like, this is the opposite to sexy.
It's called splooshing, baby. Do you know how many men love that?
No, honestly, they never actually went anywhere because it was just a mess. Like it was bad.
Even the milk scene, we wanted to do like a pouring milk, and the photos came out so weird. And I was like, there is nothing sexy about this shoot.
Well, I actually did a splooshing job once when I was an escort. We're talking about maybe 5, 6
Can we
years ago.
explain?
Yeah, I was like, can you just explain what splooshing is?
Okay, so splooshing is a lot to do with like food play,
Okay.
anything that can be messy. I before more splooshing would be more food play for me.
Yeah.
So you would play with ice cream in your genital areas.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could rub it on yourself. Obviously, yes, you've got to be very careful. You can contain, you can get certain infections based on the ingredients in food.
Yeah,
Of course.
Actually, I know I did a photo shoot not long ago with oranges, and I squeezed the oranges on myself, and I'm telling you, acidic orange juice in that area, not it.
No, it's not. A lot of people don't realize, and unless you can really clean it out afterwards, you do come out with a UTI.
Yeah.
So it's a very common thing. A lot of people, they try to put like coconut milk in water to get the creamy effect with petals on there.
Yeah.
And that can also cause UTIs. So a lot of people aren't going that effect anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did a splooshing job 5 years ago, wanted to film it. And here I am sitting in the shower in this small little cube area.
Yeah.
When I first started off, wasn't a fancy glamorous shower. It was one of those older ones with the
I know the one.
and I'm smearing Nutella, peanut butter, absolute freezing cold ice cream in winter
Oh, yeah.
in Melbourne, down my top, taking a thing, thinking it's cool. And he's like, more. And I'm like, it's cool. Anyway, the photo that my ex taken at the time for a good laugh, open the screen. Here I'm sitting there because I'm a plus size girl, blocked on the center of the shower. And it just looked like this one big melon of mess of blob of everything full of chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry ice cream.
I swear sometimes, though, when you go in for a photo shoot or to make content, you think something's going to be real hot and you look back and you're like,
That wasn't it.
yikes, that was not it.
Well, that's
Done
why
it
I'm
many
like,
times.
but then you look at it a few years later and you think somebody will buy that.
And yeah, 100%, and they do.
100%. And so you go back, and that's why I never threw or found it very hard to get rid of any of my content, no matter how bad it was, because I found 4 or 5 years later, I could still refer back to some content and still be using it because there wasn't much difference in change.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And I think that's the only negative to having so many tattoos and upgrading my tattoos is you can tell my old content to my new because of the artwork that I have on. I'm like, damn.
Like I was talking to my partner about that same fact the other day, and he brought that same topic up about the tattoos. He said very clearly I was like, how do you know that this lady popped out of the industry and then popped back in 11 years later? He goes, look, she looks a bit younger there.
Yeah.
But look, she had no tattoos.
Yeah.
Then she's absolutely covered in tattoos, and it's been literally 10 to 11 years since her last posting. He goes, you can tell.
Yeah,
Just popped in, and the only thing that was different was her tattoos.
100%. Well, I've been in the industry now for 5 years. I reckon you could follow my tattoo journey
Yeah.
in my nudes.
Yeah, 100%.
I actually have a tattoo journey through Sexpo, so I guess I'm carrying it on to Sexhibition. Every single time I come here, I get 1 or 2 tattoos, whether they have a leverage meaning or not.
Yeah.
So my first one, I have Little Miss BBW on like the back part of my thigh, just under my butt cheek so you can see it. I got this one and the one on my back the other day, and like, what was it, the last Expo I joined in, so I have like that tattoo journey.
Are you going to get one this time?
I'm thinking about getting another tattoo here or just down on here.
Yeah.
We just got one yesterday. We got little dinosaurs.
They're cute, actually.
They're actually so adorable. Tori's like, let's get a tat. I'm like, okay. And she's like, which one? I'm like,
We just randomly
the
picked
dinosaurs.
It was very cute. So we're like, let's do
Which
it.
her mother will kill her for because of the beautiful little aesthetic of the tattoos and the casual dinosaur now.
Well, the
Whereas for
casual
me-
dinosaur can somehow just show the cheekiness of childhood or the cheekiness of any
Yeah.
personality in a child.
I need your number so when my mum sees it, I can be like,
It's got a meaning. It
Not
wasn't
her.
just random. It had a meaning, Mum.
Little Miss got my back.
I say if it's got a meaning, there's a reason for it.
100%. Well, Little Miss, you actually are the first internationally published plus size porn star. Is that correct?
That's correct. In Australia, I am.
Yes,
I end up filming with Plumper Pass, and they had never heard of it as such. It was trying to, instead of me venturing across the water to them, it was trying to get our photographers and our videographers accreditation to do it here in Australia.
Yeah.
And obviously, so that way we can still produce with some of those high-end, big-class porn companies and still get noticed in Australia without having to travel
Yeah,
all the way
awesome.
over there to do it. Like
Yeah.
in the long run, we'd like to travel there. It'd be amazing going to California, walking on the beach, things like that.
yeah.
But until we can afford that and we can get our fame to be able to get there and
Yeah.
call them in advance, get the right visas, things like that,
Of course.
why not do it at home? And
Yeah, that's
still
awesome.
make that same bridge between the two, especially in plus size. We had no bridges. It's never been done.
Yep.
So now I can successfully say since then, we've had 3 others cross that bridge in the last 2.
Amazing. That's actually amazing. Do you want to tell us a little bit of how you actually got there? Did they contact you? Did you contact them? How did we actually get there in there?
I actually contacted them myself.
Love that.
It was just before COVID. I was pretty taken back because in Victoria, every state's known for something different.
Yeah.
We have more content creation in Victoria than what we do in Queensland. Queensland's known because they have their porn license up here. Our legislation covers we can do porn here. Where in Victoria, we can't. They have to have a residential address somewhere, either in Queensland or the ACT or part in the Northern Territory.
Yeah.
So we were unable to produce and have videographers down there and things like that unless we had a license in Queensland or somewhere.
Okay.
And it was so good, though, because I contacted them just before COVID. They said, you need a producer, you need this. It kind of shook me because I come from content creation of OnlyFans doing my own thing.
Yeah.
What's a producer? I can get a male talent.
Yeah.
What's a videographer? Why do I need a videographer? I can just get someone to hold my phone. But no, they wanted high-tech equipment.
Yeah.
And then to look for that down there was really a very hard thing to ask.
Yeah, right.
So you had some, maybe one or two in South Australia, but to get somebody in that field was very hard ask because they had stopped based on the legislation. And when they finally came through and I moved up here just after COVID, I decided, let's reach out again. It took a little trust.
Yeah.
Obviously trust by them that they can trust our videographers to do the right thing. I actually went out and paid for everything myself. I paid for where I was staying, the male talent to be flown up from South Australia, which was Arcane Kane.
Okay.
So I literally brought him up here to, film from South Australia with me. I did the filming. They made it very clear that if it wasn't what they've asked for, they will not pay.
Yeah, right.
So
okay.
it's like, take that risk, pay the thousands that you need to pay, which was the accommodation, the videographer that can do some of the photos, photography as well. And then on top of that, you've got your producer there because she can do both.
Yeah.
So it was like, take that risk, really push it and see what the outcome was. And they were happy with it.
And it worked really well. So
I
was
ended
worth
up
it.
shooting multiple scenes with them, hopefully some more in the future.
Amazing.
Brought another BBW across for a few scenes, which was in Sasha Minx, and then follow through. Now we've just found out that we've had Double G Gracie jump in and do one, and our lovely Alice Blush
Amazing.
6-7 days ago.
Amazing.
So that
That's
now
awesome.
makes 4 of us on that nook, and we're hoping to incorporate more into the organisation.
Trendsetter.
Push
That's
it.
awesome.
Create the bridge, get the known name,
Yeah, I love
and then
it.
everyone can just use the contacts and welcome aboard.
Well, that's the whole point of the community, isn't it? Trying to open those doors for other people to follow.
It was,
So that's
and
really cool.
it was a big goal of mine to open that door to be something. I didn't know what it was. I always said I'm an Aquarius, so I was ready to change history.
Yeah.
I'm very big star sign person, so I'm like, I'm here, I'm setting it, it follows. I want to change history, I want to make history, I want somebody to learn from it.
Yeah.
Didn't know what it was going to be, and then that door opened and I did it.
That's
So-
cool.
I'm now hoping one day to open the door and go for an AVN.
Yes.
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 That would be
I would
awesome.
love to bring back AVN's mind to actually have a plus size on their stage and actually
Yep.
have that category incorporated.
Yeah.
Because you have so many countries that look up to that award as an honour.
Yep.
And I would love to be one of the first to travel over there and say, I'm nominated out of all of you as well as all the Australians
Yeah, of
to
course.
stand on this platform and receive
Yeah.
this award.
No, that's awesome. That is an awesome goal as well to strive for.
Yeah.
Seeing through on the award side, you have been nominated for multiple things within Australia.
I have.
Run us through a couple.
Obviously, we can go through the normal AAIA, and then this weekend nominated about 6 AICA awards.
Beautiful. What are you nominated for this Sunday?
I'd like to go to simple. I like to call myself an entrepreneur.
Yes.
We all obviously female porn star, female newcomer porn star, as the normals. Recently had a child, so MILF finally added.
Hey.
It's lovely. A MILF style. I'm like, yes. Big category to fill. But
Yep.
it's all fair game. And the other one, Miss Little BBW of the Year, would be nice to place. I'm really not in it about winning it. I'm more in it about the networking, the people you get to meet, the celebrations at the end.
100%.
I've been in this industry long enough to know winners come and go.
Yeah,
Yep.
of course.
Every year, if you're winning the same award, it's going to get a bit boring. But in this case, it rotates nicely. These people that are winning are well-deserved.
Yeah.
And the people running them take their time to run them. Like Maxine does an amazing job, and I'm hoping Lucy follows suit when now she's taken over.
Yeah.
And the other award I was in an opened. So when we refer to open, as we mean the only thing that they did not have open was the gender side of it. They had their own transgender awards for this particular area, but open means it can be any range from no matter what size you are. You didn't have to go category of BBW or I guess you could say gender of thinner quantity. I like to refer to as thinner because I'm a bit chunkier, beefier, so we just thinner and a bit thicker.
Yeah.
It was very open, and I actually came second for Porn Star of the Year, which opened the door of
That's amazing.
where can I go. I was in the top 6 to become the anchor for Naked News.
Give me one thing. Let me just make sure this isn't really, really loud. Something's right above us. Give me one tick. Just make sure that doesn't cut through.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is really loud.
Yeah, I just don't want it to like cut you off when you're talking.
No, that's all right. People don't realise at least the mic goes over the music this time and you can actually hear what he's saying.
Yeah, we did hear. We were talking to someone yesterday and they're actually like, this is nice because, the music's not so loud back here.
I
So
think they've worked it out. The lights and the music have something to do with the way people are behaving.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think she's done. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Go-
so
Go on.
oh, sorry. So out of the 6 people in the hunt to go, because it come down to thousands.
Yeah.
Thousands applied to be the anchor of Naked News. You had to put in a video of yourself speaking, show your potential of who you are, and a photo submitted. There were 6 of us chosen. And then out of the 6, I reckon it come to a crunch of 3 of us. And I believe I was definitely one of the 3 that was on that board.
Naked News, tell me, is this not an Australian thing? Or
It
it is?
started as Canadian and American.
I thought so, yeah. Okay, I remember back in the day, there was a
Yes.
channel on Foxtel where you
Where
could
the
actually
girls would
watch
do
it.
the weather and they would start
Yes.
stripping off their clothes as they're
Yeah.
talking about it. I loved it. That's how I knew about it. And I thought, what a lovely way of doing, a report. People are very focused on what you're trying to say based on your assets.
Yeah.
And I was like, what better way of doing it in the nude?
Yes.
So out of the 6, I believe I was either,
that's
I
awesome.
would say one of the top 3 in that. And it was different because, like I said, this was out in New Zealand and Australia. They had thousands of applicants.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And the funny fact about me is people don't realise all my good news ever happens when I'm sitting on the toilet.
Oh, love that.
It is the oddest thing. So I got an email saying I was lucky at this. I had an email saying I was a finalist out of all these people being one of 3 to, place as Porn Star of the Year. When I was on the toilet, I was pregnant. I found out I was pregnant for the first time after 10 so years trying.
Oh, wow.
So ideally speaking, everything good that's ever happened to me has happened on the toilet.
I was going to say, so whenever you apply for something or you know something's coming up, you're like, I'm just going to go, I'll be in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's what I'm literally like. I literally spend my time going, right, I need to go to the toilet. Right, where's my phone?
I love that. No, I love that. I will say again, guys, unfortunately, I've written the cards upside down once again. For everyone, I am not doing this stupidly. I know, but I writ this way. So that's a treat. I think Tori's going to stop letting me write the cards soon because they've been upside down the whole entire time.
Next time it's fine.
Yeah, I'll just hold it like that. Hey, that's smart. That's why we pay him the big bucks.
Take the apology out.
So, body positive. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Now, obviously, you're walking around all the expos and everything. You're giving a lot of other girls a lot of confidence in regards to the way that you get to be able to be seen in front of everyone. How did you dive into that? How was that for you? Was it scary? What was the...
I believe everyone is scared, but how they face their fears or how they feel is by fight or flight.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a natural. I am extrovert, but I'm also very introverted. So I do like to hide. Like, I'm not going to lie. Before I came here, because I've had a baby and he's 18 months old, I went very inside.
Yeah.
And for me to come out and walk around, I feel great, don't get me wrong. But you're still slightly, just trying to relate to who you were before you had a
100%,
child. There's a lot of differences. So it's still the same with people that are dealing with mental health issues, things like that. your body shouldn't hold you back.
Yeah.
People judge you if you just step outside the door, no matter what size you are, no matter what you're wearing.
Very true.
You could be looking like a rock star and step outside the door and people still will have a judgment.
Yeah. Somebody will always have an opinion of you.
The way I look at it is just be comfortable in how you want to live that life, how you wish to stand. Don't let people stand in the way of that, because as soon as people stand in the way of that, you start to feel bad about yourself. You start to pick things about yourself that don't make you feel so nice. I tried standing in the mirror and saying, I hate this about myself. I don't like this. And I was very negative.
Yeah.
And then it only just taken me to go, but I like my lips today. Let's start with that.
Yeah, beautiful.
So
That's
it's
awesome.
the smallest things to start with. It could be just the simple thing. Let's try putting my bra strap at a certain way in my top today.
Yeah.
Or you can do things like taking a photo, even fully clothed, and see what others say about you, but don't take that negativity to heart.
Yeah.
A lot of people are judging just based on they're uncomfortable about something that's
Very true.
not so confident to them.
Yeah.
So they don't understand those ins and outs of that. The best example I could give was before I got very body confident, still the same size. I have a literally love for Tessa Holiday in America. What an idol. But the first thing I did was go, why are you naked like that? Why are you posing for photos? There was so much negativity to her wearing a bikini.
Yeah.
To the point where now I've become that positive that I look at it and go, I understand.
Yeah.
So I believe the negativity from people's outviews or your own outview
Yeah.
is literally judged on someone else's appearance because of their confidence makes you feel uneasy inside because you're not confident.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
That's a beautiful way to look at it. I love that.
To build it, it's just takes you that time to just put yourself out there a little, change something little to start.
Yeah.
Make it positive about how you want to express yourself, whether you're a mother, whether you're a grandmother, whether you're a porn star, whether you're just a general person in the public, a teacher or whatever it is. Just take one small thing, even if it's a lip shade change color or you don't wear makeup. Let's try to put some blush on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That self-appearance, are you making that change?
Yeah.
Absolutely will change no matter what happens, because if you're feeling good with something or you will feel good with something, someone else has already recognized that and you draw that energy in.
100%.
And then you will continue to do that.
Yeah.
And then you'll work on something else and it all blends together to the point where you'll be like me, walking around with nothing but a bra and underwear on. Going, I feel damn good today.
Yes, as you should.
Yeah, and you know, you should be really proud of your own mindset with that as well, because that is a hard thing for a lot of people to master.
I think it's they need to understand how to start. That's the big thing, is they need to know how to start with their positivity. Just a shout out to all my swinger friends out there. I've got them hiding behind. But yeah, like the positivity, it's gone a long way and it's inspired a lot of the group of people that I now surround myself with. I have my concierge, as I call him. She hides behind me and does all this stuff for me. And the other day she goes wearing this dress, she's hiding herself. I'm like, what do you want to wear?
Yeah.
And she stripped down to my little t-shirt and a pair of underwear. And I'm like, you own this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, everyone's like, are you a content creator to her? And she's not. She's just a regular person that feels confident enough to believe if I can do that, then why can't I go out there and do it with you? Because I feel good today as well.
That's amazing.
That is beautiful. So tell me a little bit into the sex world that you got into, adult world, sorry, but how did you start? How did you take that leap? What were you doing beforehand?
So it started very slow. I started with swinging when I was with my ex-partner of 10 years. And it started very slow. And it kind of was just a suggested idea, but I was always a very flirtatious person. Never really went out there. We're talking about I got with this guy when I was 17 and kind of expanded out from there after 6 or 7 years being very monogamous. And then we probably were like 2 years into that, scene where we would just watch and play with each other. We wouldn't touch anyone. And then one day we decided, let's try something different. And it was just adding another man to there. And we kind of built on that.
Yeah.
In some ways, you can get yourself into a lot of trouble in those industries because you can go too far without your body realizing you've done that. and then you have a mental breakdown, or you break thinking, I let someone touch me. You get a bit traumatized but taken back.
Yeah.
And these are more, I look at as learning curves in these industries. But that kind of set you up for then, if you wanted to go further and look into, why am I doing it for free?
Yeah, exactly.
I can make some money out of this. I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing. But then you're emotionally taking it upon yourself to make sure that what you're doing is safe for you, safe for the household that you're in, if you're doing in-calls or out-calls, making sure that you've got your licenses, you're getting your checks regularly. I never really broke that line. I got close to breaking the line a few times, and then I was like, no, but that's my health and the health of my partner and other people that I need to make sure I protect with this.
Yeah.
So it was very much of trying to protect my health with everyone else. I've never had an STD in the whole time of being in the industry, porn or not, because I've stuck to that line of
100%.
you take that risk. That's your risk to take.
Yeah, 100%.
But shouldn't punish other people for your mistakes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on into that career path, and then obviously that was the content creating at the same time. And then it led across to Queensland, going through to porn. Wanted to try stripping one day, but they're very close to a bit plus size community. They're starting to open lightly, like Toowoomba opened lightly to a plus size girl and she went viral. It's really good, but they're a bit closed off to the bigger women. And some of your brothels are as well. It's a shame.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's better to go out alone, try and do it, because then you earn that business, you earn that learning.
Yeah.
And I have been in dangerous situations you get yourself into. You've got to be very careful.
Okay.
But you do meet dangerous situations. I had a bad situation where I actually had the piercing between my vagina and my bottom pierced. And I had a client come in and he actually grabbed it and tore it out.
Oh. I was thinking how painful it would be to get that piercing done, but then that is something else.
The trauma behind that is something for real. But then what people don't realize is that trauma in your own home, having that being ripped from you.
Yeah.
How do you get out of that situation? Meaning he wants to cause you harm. He rolled out a tarp, some gloves, gardening gloves. He was scaring me. Some Glad wrap that was like industrial. I'm like, just watch this duffel bag come open. And I'm like, what is this? And before I know, all I know is I gave him back his money and asked him to leave. I didn't care about the money. It was my life. I was like, please, it's cancelled. Please get out.
And did you leave?
With a lot of shoving and kicking on my part, I actually had to physically force him out.
Wow, I'm so
And
sorry.
I kind of got the bag and everything and dumped it out my window when it was safe to do so. But I was panicked.
100%.
And by that time,
Oh my God, that gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
That's actually like shocking.
So a lot of people don't realize it is a dangerous industry.
Of course.
When we first get in the industry, we kind of laugh about this thing, especially in escorting. We laugh and go, it's not so dangerous. Oh, it won't happen to me.
Yeah.
I did the same
Famous
thing.
last words, I guess.
I did the same thing. Didn't laugh it off. I just said, oh no, I'll be fine. I'll be safe. You can be the strongest person in the world. But I tell you, mentally, things like that break you. And when you know that you need money so badly as a survival escort at that time, you're going to do what you can to make your next buck. And even if your red flags are telling you something's wrong and you book them in, that's the consequence you
And
have.
unfortunately, those sorts of customers do prey on people that are in that situation that, you know, they know that will
It's
need
like that.
money a
It's
little
like
bit
they're like hounds. They can smell it.
Yes.
And it's like we are that part where we're like, they seem to sense normal, but our red flags are just like, these aren't normal. But you take them as normal because they're giving you all the right answers.
Yeah.
And they're being upfront. They're giving you the booking fee. They're being polite. They're answering your questions right. Something in your head's going ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
And it's just an inkling. Some people have very good intense like intuition and something's there, but you're like, no, I need the money. In this case, I was paying for my dog's, medication. He had severe seizures and heart problems. So I needed the extra money to pay for his medication for the month. So straight away, I've like, no, I need that booking to pay for that. So I've taken the booking. It was like back-to-back bookings in a way. I had them lined up over the time. It was the time where COVID had just set in.
Yeah.
And a lot of the brothels had stopped working.
Yeah.
So we were getting all the strange men coming through just before they shut us all off. And when that happened, we were getting all the strange ones, didn't know them, but we needed the money because we couldn't get employment anywhere else. Our hotels stopped taking us, you know, so we were like just desperately gripping to any income we could get. We still had rent and everything to pay for. And when all of it broke down and happened and all went that way, he left, finally got him out. I had 10 minutes to stop the bleeding before my next client. So here I am with ice cubes. And it literally went from a hole to 2 little tong antennas that over time have grown back in, but I can never get it re-pierced.
Yeah.
In a way, I'm the type of person that looks at what you call, say, the rainbow. I look at a positive to a negative.
Yeah.
Positive, it was starting to tag on the condoms and rip them. So I would have eventually pulled it out, but I wouldn't have liked or wished that upon anyone.
No, of course.
Scared me.
Can I ask you, do you take different protocols now?
I
moving
did.
forward, like,
so I
how
did.
that-
Moving forward, I actually follow my gut intuition very clearly. So no matter how nice they sound, if something goes ding ding to me, I'd be like, sorry, I can't take a booking.
Yeah.
So I actually listen very hard based on bookings and things like that. I've been out of the escort industry now for like a bit over 2 years since my little one was, I found out I was pregnant. It was too much of a risk. So I listen very much to my intuition.
Yeah.
I stopped
can always
doing a lot of
trust it.
things.
I feel like
It's still the
100%.
same.
Yeah.
It's still when you're in the industry, even in porn or in content creation, which they're very much the same thing, just very different on videography and things like that and editing. I still listen to my gut intuition, whether or not I want to film with that company or that person, whether or not that's a risk that I'm willing to take going to a group thing, and just they're very invaluable lessons to learn.
100%. And luckily as women, we really do have that strong intuition that actually can guide you if you want to listen to it. So that's always, good to know you have that as well now, especially that experience. And I'm sorry that happened because that is actually just so shocking to hear.
All I can say to some of the survival workers is, as much as you're desperate for that money, listen to that intuition. And I think a lot of us, we put ourselves in bad predicaments or try new things because we need that money.
Yeah. Well, it's good that you've come out this end now and you have a positive with everything that has started to happen. So that is really lovely to hear. But before I let you go, I'm going to ask you, 2026, do you have any goals that you're looking for, that you really want to hit, anything in the woodworks?
I would say AVN on the top of that.
AVNs, yeah.
Refilming with Plumper Pass again, going for more scenes would be great. Hoping to possibly do my own production would be nice and just get my word out there, my name. You can imagine walking into a sex store near you and there I am buying the gifts and there's me on the screen.
Yes.
It would be amazing. And I'm happy to give it for free and be like, as long as I'm getting the publicity out of it.
Yeah.
But you can imagine walking around the corner and they're looking at the screen and looking at you and they're
Yes.
is that you? And you're like, that's me. But there also comes a bit of danger with that. But it would be really good. I might have to stick to shopping online for a while, but it would be really good. From that, I've just finished my barbering course, so I now do naked barbering.
That's awesome.
Plus size barber. Good luck finding it. A lot of the places don't have it. I do know of one other barber that does like I guess you could say the scene side of things, which is Lacey, and she's in Melbourne, but she's a very petite lady.
Yeah.
Lovely, great personality, and she brings a lot of people in to help us, so it's very kinky.
Yeah.
I always say flirtatious and sexy. But I just thought, gave me the idea. I've always wanted to be a barber. And
I love that.
But I do also like cutting females' hair, so I call myself a barberess.
Yeah.
So I like to go and do the female and the male, and
That's so
That's
cool.
awesome. I actually love that.
So
I
just
love hearing
push
from-
myself up, be something different. So what do you got? Escort, porn star, content creator, and barberess.
Yeah, I'm sure the list will continue to grow. We're actually looking forward to seeing how that plays out for you. We're also excited to see what happens on Sunday, as we will be there as our first one, so that'll be a lot of fun. But thank you so much for coming on. It has been delightful.
It's lovely to have met you both. And like I said, I still follow you very hardly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, soon you'll be on there now.
Yeah, no, you'll see yourself on there.
Here I am.
But thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. And we will see you for the rest of the weekend walking around. So that's exciting as well. Tori, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Guys, that is the end of our episode. Please tune in to watch again. The more love we get, the better for us. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.